Not everybody is your assignment. You are your first assignment. For those, I feel like God wanted me to speak to some teachers, specifically some teachers who are teaching children, who sees the darkness in their life, right? And so they plant seeds. They try to steer them and guide them. But God only called you to plant the seed. And me as a gardener, beyond the title, me as a person who, maybe it's a gift, who knows how to grow and loves growing. And if you need, look up the parable of the sower. But we are not saved by our works, being good and righteous, because God reigns on the just and the unjust. We die. We all die. We all have to taste death, I'm not God. God can do whatever The word is, sometimes God calls you to just plant a seed. Not to nourish that seed, because the thing about seeds is that some, they still sprout in darkness. It takes some type of root. And when that covering is removed, say you're planting seeds in a child, you're a teacher in a school, and you see the darkness in this kid, and you want to lead them in the right way, and you're trying your best. God is not asking you to nourish that seed. All he wanted you to do was plant the seed. Leader, teacher, guide. We get stuck in trying to nourish the seeds that we plant in people, nourish the seeds we plant in the earth, forgetting that God has control and dominion over it all. And so we get lost or we get hurt because we waste time trying to nourish a seed that we planted that took root, but it's covered by darkness. In my mind, I know how some seeds, they receive a little light. They in a dark place. They're covered with a covering, right? They sprout, but the plant, it can't grow. It can't flourish because of the darkness, the covering, right? But when that covering comes off, I'm moving a little bit ahead of myself, but sometimes you plant a seed in somebody or a child and they still have to go through life and experience. Go through things. Some may go to jail. But after sometimes in that jail cell or in that cell, maybe it's, metaphorically, spiritually, or even when they leave that prison cell and the light, that covering comes off, Jesus, that seed that you thought was just a seed, you thought that didn't sprout, when that covering is lifted and it receives the light, it's able to flourish. Don't get caught up in nourishing seeds you plant when God is the nourisher. Everyone is not your assignment. You're your assignment first. Leader, teacher, prophet, lover, healer, all these titles. I'm just letting the Spirit flow. Stop trying to nourish seeds that you have no control over. Just sow. We are not saved by we're not saved by our works. We're not saved by being so righteous and good. We're saved by grace. Y'all stay blessed.